My name is Dan Wilkinson, and I was in the Army until 2008, serving in the Irish Guards. When I joined the Army in 1991, there wasn't that much risk. But when those who gave their lives around VE Day 80 years ago, there was enormous risk. Everyone knew that your chances of survival was slim. And therefore, I have an enormous sense of gratitude as we celebrate this milestone 80 years on. Enormous gratitude, giving their lives or volunteering to put their lives on the line so that we may live the lives we do today. And it's a sense of enormous gratitude and the fact that we must never, ever forget what they went through to create the conditions we live in today. Thank you.
My name is Charlie Robinson. I served as a private soldier in Tier 9 Commando, Royal Artillery, and as a commissioned officer in 1st Degree Dragoon Guards. VE Day is a reminder for me that in times of hardship, everybody has a part to play. My grandparents served, one in the Wrens, one flew Spitfires, and the other two worked the land as farmers. Their efforts show that victory isn't just won on the front lines, but through unity and resolve across the nation. With conflict once again in Europe and our country searching for its sense of self, we should remember, when we stand together, we can overcome anything.
This VE Day, the 80th anniversary, I'm really thinking about my granddad. He served during the war and unfortunately, through injury, lost both of his legs, and like thousands of others, lived with that sacrifice for the rest of his life. And we simply wouldn't be the Europe we are today that we have today without their ultimate sacrifice 80 years ago. It also leads me to think about how the people that serve in the armed forces today, they're the same. They go into danger, go into harm's way and sacrifice themselves to protect us. So I'm thinking about those that fought for the liberation of Europe, but then also people who continue to serve around the world today.
Gavin Richardson, former Royal Engineer of 11 years. I remember celebrating the end of World War II and victory in Europe some 30 years ago. And as a child, those stories of bravery, sacrifice resonated with me and formed part of the reason why I joined the Royal Engineers in the first place. It comes to me now, some 30 years on, that the political discourse that led to those issues back in World War II, we're now starting to see emanate again, both domestically and abroad. They say, if you don't learn from history, you're condemned to repeat it. And so VE Day to me is all about remembering why those people fought, served and sacrificed, not just that they did.
Hugh Andre, veteran, served with 1 Queen's, 2 PWRR. I'm also the co-founder and CEO of weServed. What does VE Day mean to me? Well, it just reminds me how lucky we are to have the freedom that we do today, that was given to us by previous generations, so many hundreds of thousands, millions around the world who gave their lives so that we could be free. And we must never ever take that for granted or forget it.